I'd like to call upon Kaniwe Basilo as the evaluator for our next topic. Kaniwe? No.
She said she would be here, and I'm sorry, I
Maybe she's outside. Maybe let me just call her. Maybe Rosetta can do it.
I'd like to call upon Rose to kindly give us the evaluation for the next topic.
It's not fake.
Okay. I'm sure.
I am completely trusting her.
You find her in so deep in the deep side, she'll
And Rose rises to the occasion.
Yes,
I've been thrown in much deeper waters.
Wow.
I'm going to do the evaluation. The purpose of this project is for the member to present a speech on any topic, receive feedback and apply the feedback to a second speech. The purpose of the speech is for the member to present a speech and receive feedback from the evaluator. It's 5 to 7 minutes, and the topic is Tickle My Funny Bone.
We now call upon Mr. Shaun Wilkinson with the topic titled Tickle My Funny Bone. Mr. Shaun Wilkinson.
Madam Toastmaster, fellow members, guests, visitors, and Rosetta. Life does throw you challenges. When they throw you lemons, you make lemonade. And any evaluation is like life. What did you think about it? How did you feel about it? What did you do differently? I've used humor to change the way I think about things. I was always a very naughty young boy. In fact, young is just a term I'll use loosely. I was always naughty, from young, and I still believe I am. I know none of you believe me. I'm a saint. Why would Shaun be naughty? My mom used to say all the time, van lekker lach kom lekker heil, which means, he who laughs last laughs the loudest. Am I right, Hunter? More or less? My translations aren't that great. It meant that if you laugh as much, you must be doing something wrong. You must be being naughty. I was the entertainer in my family. My older brother, my 2 younger sisters, and my mom fostered a lot of kids. And I always felt that I had an audience. It was always easy to crack a few jokes, tell a few jokes. But often I would tell the joke about the person. A little bit of mockery, a little bit of insult. And I might have been punched once or twice in my life for being that naughty. Later on in life, you start adjusting. You start saying, how do I look at something with a sense of humor? I'm doing this course, Engaging Humor with Toastmasters, and it's teaching you the different perspectives of having a sense of humor. Making sure that you don't laugh at things. You can't go to a funeral and crack a joke. I tried it on Friday, it didn't work. I was a really bad hairdresser, and I said something like, I cut my own hair, don't worry. And the family laughed. It was like an inside joke, but the Afrikaans audience couldn't quite grasp my sense of humor. I was like on the stage, like, where's the laughter? Where's the giggling? I was called a cacinator. I know we've got this interesting word, aesthetic or aesthete. If you Google cacinator, there's the one who laughs and giggles hysterically, always finds funny. In my high school years, some clever child brought a rooster to the assembly and released the rooster into the assembly, and it was pandemonium. You can imagine 1,500 kids squeezed into an assembly hall meant for about 1,000 with a rabid rooster running around. The next assembly, the headmaster stood on stage and said, "I know that one of you has done this. Wilkinson, come to my office." I was new in the school, I'd been there like a week. I was like, how does he know my name? And why is he pointing at me? I went to his office, he was like, "Did you bring the rooster to school?" I'm like, "Sir, are you crazy?" I knew that wasn't funny. I was like, "Sir, you must be..." Anyway, I said that was wrong. I was already in the way, I was already in trouble. I said, "So why do you pick on me? Am I the new boy? Is it like a initiation? So you'll pick on me and everybody knows my name now?" He said, "In the whole assembly, you're the only one that was smiling during my rebuke. You're the only one whose face went red, and it looked like you were chuckling on the floor as you were sitting there." And I was like, absolutely, it's a fantastic joke. I use humor in very tricky situations. My daughter is in Japan, a week after arriving there, 7.1 on the Richter scale. An earthquake in her town, 2 kilometers away from the coastline, and she's 5 kilometers in hysterics. WhatsApp call. I think, "What were you doing when the earthquake hit?" She said, "I was busy loading the washing machine." I said, "Well, you must work out how to load properly. You have to balance the load." You know what? The Japanese government asked you to leave because you're causing a little bit of distress in this little town. It broke the ice, it broke her nervousness. We had a giggle. She was less worried. I do that all the time, not only at funerals. I try to use humor. Part of this course teaches you that you can insert humor into situations. Not so cool when somebody wants to beat you up, but that happened to me. An old man wanted to beat me up recently about service delivery. He took out this bat, and I'm sure it had lead in the pipe, and he was like, "I'm going to hit you." And I was like, "No, you're not." And he was like, "I'm going to hit you." And I was doing that Grinch voice, like, "No, you can't hit me." And the next minute, bang! He hit me. I was like, "What?" I spoke a bit of French, but I was like, "What?" And then I thought in that moment, because I probably outweighed him by like 150 kilograms, I was like, I can cover this guy right now. Jeanette is like you and me. I don't even have to hit you, I just got to sit on you. Something's going to break. Okay? I was like, what now? And then I thought, no, in this moment, Madam Toastmaster, let me pull myself out of the situation. So I sort of doing this like Michael Jackson. And I was still speaking French, and I was still saying crazy. But I had a big knob on my head, and I was seeing double, and he started looking quite attractive. But that's a story for another day. The fact is, you can use humor when you're in a stressful situation. You can be selective with your joking and humor and sense of humor. The trick is, though, if you can laugh at yourself or laugh at something, you can live with it. You can make sure that it won't have a detrimental effect on yourself, that you become so traumatized by a situation, if you can just look at the lighter side of it. Do that in your life. If you find a situation, even if you don't express yourself, look for the lighter side of it. And you'll find a lot of healing. I don't think it's medicinal, but it's a healing process. If you can have a laugh at yourself. Policeman stopped me this morning. I never had my license with me. He didn't like my sense of humor. He said, "Can you identify yourself?" So I looked in the rearview mirror. I was like, "Yep, that's me."